Most people fail not because they lack talent, not because they don't have the right opportunities, but because they can't stay consistent. They start strong, they feel excited, they tell themselves, this is it, this time, I'm going all the way. And then what happens? Life hits. The motivation fades, the fire burns out, and they quit again. And the cycle repeats over and over, stuck in the same place, wondering why they never break through. But listen to me, success isn't about how fired up you feel on day 1. It's about what you do on day 100, on day 500, on day 1,000. When the excitement is long gone, when no one's watching, when you're tired, when it's inconvenient, that's when the real work happens. The ones who win, they don't rely on motivation. They don't wait to feel ready. They force themselves to be consistent. They train their mind to execute no matter what. And if you can do that, if you can master this one thing, there's nothing you can't achieve. Consistency beats motivation. Show up daily. Most people rely on motivation to get things done. They wait for that rush of excitement, that surge of energy that makes them feel unstoppable. But here's the problem. Motivation is temporary. It's unreliable. It comes and goes like the wind. And if you depend on it, you'll never achieve anything lasting. The people who win in life are the ones who show up whether they feel like it or not. They don't wait for the right mood, the perfect conditions, or some external push. They get up and do what needs to be done every single day. Think about the greatest athletes, the top entrepreneurs, the most successful people in any field. Do you think they feel motivated every day? Of course not. But they have something far more powerful: discipline. They've built habits that force them to take action no matter what. It's not about feelings, it's about commitment. You see, most people are addicted to inspiration. They watch motivational videos, listen to podcasts, read books, and get hyped up for a moment. But the moment life gets hard, the moment they don't feel like it, they stop. They tell themselves, I'll start tomorrow, or I just need to get back in the zone. That's the difference between winners and losers. The ones who force themselves to take action even when they don't feel like it are the ones who create real, lasting success. Motivation is the spark, but consistency is the fuel. The spark fades, but if you keep feeding the fire, it keeps burning. That's why the key is to remove emotion from the equation. It doesn't matter if you're tired, busy, frustrated, or uninspired. The only thing that matters is that you do the work. Whether it's hitting the gym, writing that book, making those sales calls, or practicing your craft, you show up and execute. Think of it like brushing your teeth. You don't wake up every morning thinking, wow, I can't wait to brush my teeth today. No, you just do it because it's a non-negotiable habit. You don't debate whether or not you'll do it. You don't wait to feel inspired to do it. You just do it. That's how success works. The people who win treat their goals like a necessity, not an option. The truth is, when you show up daily, something amazing happens. Your brain stops resisting. It stops fighting you. It stops making excuses. The habit locks in, and before you know it, you're taking action automatically. You're not thinking about it, you're doing it. That's when real transformation happens. That's when you start seeing massive results. So if you're waiting for motivation, stop. It will fail you. It will abandon you when you need it most. The only thing that will keep you moving forward is consistency, and the only way to be consistent is to force yourself to show up daily, no matter how you feel, no matter what's going on, no matter what obstacles come your way. Success is built on habits, not occasional effort. Most people believe success comes from a few big life-changing moves. They think if they just land the perfect opportunity, get that one breakthrough, or make one massive effort, everything will change overnight. But that's not how it works. Success is not one big event. It's a series of small, consistent actions done over and over again. Think of a tree growing. You don't plant a seed today and expect a massive tree tomorrow. It takes water, sunlight, and time. It takes daily care even when you don't see immediate results. That's exactly how success works. If you go to the gym once, you won't see a difference. If you go for a week, you still won't see a difference. But if you commit to it for a year, that's when you transform. The same applies to every area of your life. Your career, your relationships, your mindset. The problem is, most people are addicted to quick fixes. They start something, get impatient, and quit when they don't see instant results. They go on a diet for a week and complain that nothing has changed. They start a business, don't make money immediately, and give up. But the people who succeed, they play the long game. They build habits that guarantee success even when they don't see results right away. Your life right now is a reflection of your habits. If you're broke, unhealthy, or stuck, It's not because of one bad decision. It's because of small, bad habits repeated over time. And if you're successful, fit, and thriving, it's not because of one lucky break. It's because of small, good habits repeated over time. The compound effect is real, and it's either working for you or against you. Look at your daily actions. What are you doing every day? Not what you do when you feel like it, not what you do once in a while. What do you do consistently? That's what defines your future. The people who succeed have non-negotiable habits. They wake up early. They work on their craft. They push themselves. They execute their plan every single day. They don't just grind when they feel good. They grind when they're tired, when they're uninspired, when nobody is watching, because they understand that success is not about intensity, it's about consistency. If you look at any successful person, their results are predictable. Why? Because they have habits that make success inevitable. They train daily. They study daily. They take action daily. It's not magic. It's just math. If you do something every day, you can't lose. It's only a matter of time before you break through. Now, most people think habits are boring. They want excitement. They want variety. They want something new all the time. But success isn't about chasing excitement. It's about doing what works over and over again. The top athletes don't do 100 different workouts. They master a few essential movements and repeat them every day. The best musicians don't play a new song every time they practice. They play the same notes, the same scales, the same drills until they master them. Success is simple. It's just hard to stay consistent. Most people won't do it because it feels slow. It feels repetitive. But that's the price of mastery. You don't get better by doing something once, you get better by doing it thousands of times. The key is to eliminate choice. Don't wake up and decide, should I do this today? Make it automatic. Remove the debate, remove the excuses, remove the hesitation. Treat your habits like a job. You don't skip work because you don't feel like it, right? Then don't skip your success habits either. The moment you turn daily actions into automatic habits, everything changes. You won't need to get motivated because it's just what you do. And when your habits are aligned with your goals, success becomes inevitable. Discipline kicks in when motivation fades. Motivation is easy. It's exciting. It's that rush of energy you get when you set a new goal or start a new challenge. But motivation is like a fire that burns bright for a moment and then dies out. It's unreliable, it's fleeting, and that's why so many people fail. They rely on motivation to carry them forward, but the moment life gets tough, the moment things stop being exciting, they quit. That's where discipline separates the winners from the losers. Discipline is what keeps you moving when motivation disappears. It's waking up and getting to work even when you don't feel like it. It's showing up at the gym when you're tired. It's sticking to your commitments when no one is watching. It's pushing through the discomfort, the boredom, the resistance that tells you to stop. Because the truth is, most of the time, you won't feel like doing the work. You won't feel like putting in the effort. Your mind will come up with every excuse in the book to skip, delay, or give up. And that's the moment where you have a choice. Do you listen to the excuse or do you override it? That's what discipline is. It's the ability to tell yourself, I don't care how I feel, I do it anyway. Discipline is a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. But if you give in to your excuses, if you let yourself off the hook, that weakness grows instead. Every time you skip a workout, every time you procrastinate, every time you say, I'll do it later, you're reinforcing a habit of quitting. And the more you do that, the easier it becomes to break your commitments. It's a downward spiral that keeps you stuck. But when you force yourself to follow through, when you make yourself take action despite how you feel, you start to build unstoppable momentum. You start to develop mental toughness. And that toughness is what separates the elite from everyone else. Look at anyone who has ever achieved greatness. Do you think they felt like working every single day? Do you think they were always excited? Of course not. But they had the discipline to push through anyway. The best athletes don't skip practice just because they don't feel like training. The best entrepreneurs don't stop working on their business just because they're tired. They do what needs to be done no matter what. That's why they win. Most people wait until they feel ready before they take action. But that's the biggest lie you can tell yourself. If you wait to feel like it, you'll never do it. The truth is, action creates motivation, not the other way around. When you start moving, when you push through the resistance, you create momentum, and that momentum fuels your drive. That's how you break the cycle of procrastination. You don't think about it, you don't negotiate, you just do it. Discipline is the foundation of success in every area of life. In fitness, it's sticking to your workouts and diet even when you don't see immediate results. In business, it's doing the work, making the calls, and putting in the hours even when progress feels slow. In relationships, it's showing up, being present, and making the effort even when it's not convenient. Success is never about what you do once in a while, it's about what you do consistently, and that requires discipline. The mistake most people make is believing that they need to feel like it before they take action. But feelings are temporary, and if you rely on them, you'll always struggle. The best performers in any field have trained themselves to take action regardless of how they feel. That's why they get results. They don't let emotions dictate their actions. They let their commitments guide them. If you want to achieve anything great, you have to get comfortable being uncomfortable. Discipline is about doing the work, even when it's hard, even when it's boring, even when it's painful. It's about pushing through the resistance and training your mind to obey your goals instead of your feelings. And when you master that, you become unstoppable. Stop negotiating with yourself, just do it. Your mind is a master manipulator. It will try to talk you out of doing the things you need to do. It will create excuses, distractions, and justifications to keep you in your comfort zone. And if you're not careful, you'll fall for it every time. That's why most people never achieve their full potential. They waste too much time negotiating with themselves instead of just taking action. Think about it. How many times have you told yourself, I'll start tomorrow? How many times have you planned to wake up early, but when the alarm goes off, you start debating whether you should actually get up or sleep a little longer? How many times have you promised to work out, but when the time comes, you start making excuses? That's the negotiation. And the moment you engage in it, you've already lost. Winners don't negotiate with themselves. They don't waste time debating whether they should follow through or not. They make a decision and then they execute. They don't allow their emotions to interfere. They don't entertain excuses. They operate with a simple rule. I said I would do it, so I do it. Period. The longer you sit in hesitation, the more power you give to doubt and fear. Your brain will always try to convince you to take the easy way out. It will tell you that you're too tired, too busy, too stressed. It will tell you that skipping just once won't hurt. But that's the trap. The moment you give in, you reinforce the habit of quitting, and before you know it, you've lost all momentum. The most successful people in the world have trained themselves to shut off that inner dialogue. They don't give themselves the option to back out. They operate with discipline, not emotion. If they say they're going to do something, they do it, no matter what. And that's why they get results while everyone else stays stuck. When you stop negotiating with yourself, everything changes. You stop wasting time overthinking. You stop letting fear dictate your actions. You stop making excuses and start making progress. You develop a mindset of execution where hesitation is not even an option. Think about a soldier in battle. They don't have time to debate whether they should move or not. They react. They execute. They follow their training. That's how you need to operate in your own life. Stop overthinking, stop hesitating, stop debating, decide, act, and move forward. If you let your mind control you, you'll always struggle. But when you take control of your mind and refuse to negotiate with excuses, you become unstoppable. You no longer depend on motivation. You no longer get distracted by doubt. You become the kind of person who follows through no matter what. And when you do that, success is inevitable. Small daily actions compound into massive results. Most people underestimate the power of small, consistent actions. They think success comes from big, dramatic moves, but in reality, it's the tiny, seemingly insignificant choices that determine everything. Every workout, every page you read, every healthy meal, every extra rep, it all adds up. At first, the progress is invisible. You don't see the impact right away. And that's where most people quit. They assume their effort isn't working, so they stop. But what they don't realize is that success is built through compounding. Just like water slowly carves through rock, your daily habits are shaping your future. Every small action is like a deposit into your success account. Do it for a week and nothing seems different. Do it for a year and your life transforms. The ones who win are the ones who trust the process, who stay committed even when results aren't immediate. Success isn't about intensity, it's about consistency, about stacking small wins until they explode into something unstoppable. Your excuses are killing your progress. Excuses are the silent killers of success. They feel harmless in the moment, but every time you make one, you're choosing comfort over progress. I'm too tired. I don't have time. I'll start tomorrow. These aren't just words, they're barriers you're building between yourself and your goals. The truth is, your excuses aren't real. They're just stories you tell yourself to justify inaction. The most successful people in the world face the same challenges, the same obstacles, the same doubts. The difference? They don't listen to their excuses. They push forward anyway. Every excuse you make is stealing an opportunity for growth. Every time you give in, you reinforce weakness. Your mind will always try to convince you to take the easy way out, but if you want to win, you have to fight back. You have to recognize that your excuses are nothing but lies designed to keep you comfortable, and comfort is the enemy of progress. Excuses don't build champions. Feelings don't create success. You know what does? Action. Every single day, no matter how you feel, no matter what's going on, no matter what challenges hit you, action. Because discipline beats motivation. Relentless consistency beats talent. And the people who refuse to quit, who keep pushing, even when it sucks, those are the ones who make it. So make the decision right now, not tomorrow, not next week, right now. No more waiting, no more stopping, no more excuses. You show up, you do the work, and you become you unstoppable. If you're serious about breaking through, if you're ready to take your life to the next level, stay locked in right here on Tony Robbins, because this is just the beginning.